So let's cheers. Yeah, we should probably do a cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, cheers. So let's pick one of our internationally sourced questions for today. So, what is design thinking?
Well, what is design thinking? Well, design thinking is a human-centered process, and it's a way for businesses or companies to engage with its users and really understand their needs and motivations, and use that to inform the design of products, services, or whatever it is that they're offering.
What do you think, Pedro?
Design thinking also helps companies solve problems that exist. So you look at things at hand and try to map what's the main issue that you're trying to solve, and then collaboratively you can try and reach solutions and prototype rapidly and understand which one is the best solution to invest on and to actually deliver and develop.
So is it a bit really, could you summarise and say actually it's human-centred, it's about being, thinking about people and the people at the centre of whatever we're designing, and then also about just taking action, kind of like doing stuff, getting on, moving quickly. So for businesses it's really about being human-centred and then moving things along at pace so they can try stuff out, especially in the digital world, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Experimenting, trying things out, I think is a huge part of the design mindset, design thinking, for sure.
Cool. Okay. Well, let's have another question. Maybe a question from the pub. Let's have a look. So, it's almost as though these were planted. Why is design thinking important?
Design thinking is important because if you think about it, if a company is big, all the processes are really clogged, and it's really hard to drive innovation. So design thinking allows to create a mini bubble where you are iterating rapidly, you are trying different things, you are exploring different avenues in a collaborative manner. So you involve all the stakeholders, you involve designers, developers, you involve business owners, and collectively they look at solutions and study which path to take then.
Yeah, I think there's really a tendency for businesses, and probably especially large businesses, to push a lot of stuff at the market and not always being very successful at it.
Right.
And design thinking is really a way to understand the human element, to empathize with users, and to design something that's meaningful for the context they're in, which obviously gives you more confidence and a higher success rate at the end of the day.
And I guess for big companies as well, there's a lot of startups, a lot of fintechs and stuff out there who are moving quickly and at pace.
Absolutely.
And so if you're a big organisation, actually embracing design thinking is a good thing, because it's a way of being able to innovate, get to market quickly, try stuff out.
It allows you to compete in
that space.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's all about that culture of creating empathy and moving fast and designing things really quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, final question. So how do you get started?
That's a good question.
Well, you need a space, right? You need people, and you need the right people to be at hand. So you need an environment that everyone can collaborate, they can brainstorm together, they can look at everything around them, and then you just construct all these different avenues.
Yeah, definitely the open-mindedness and the ability to experiment and explore is something that's super important. And to create a team, you need a collaborative environment with people from multiple disciplines coming together to do something, and the space to you have to do it in a place where you can put stuff on the walls, where you can do design, like visual thinking, and really engage with creating these connections that creates a magic. And then the process is important. Like it's not a very strict process, but there are certain disciplines and activities that are helpful to do, as engaging with customers, bringing it back home, and as we talked about, experimenting at pace.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's about that collaborative space, the right people, maybe diverse people with different kind of thinking patterns or experiences, and then almost design thinking for design thinking is taking action, making stuff happen, trial stuff. Because that's what we see a lot, isn't it? Of organisations, they worry too much about organising it, about kind of putting a method around it. Actually, they just need to start doing stuff and see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah. Cool. Nice one, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.